Well, good morning.
And
Mark.
young lady there hiding behind the
Good
thing.
morning.
Today we've got with us the Berrien Branch String Benders,
Yeah.
which is a whopping long name. I don't know if they abbreviated it any time or not.
Calling ourselves the Berrien Branch. Whatever. No, string benders is okay.
All right, how long have you guys been together?
Well, John and I actually
Probably
15 years.
15, at least 15 years we've been playing together.
Yeah, me and John.
Okay.
And then I was over in Thompson one day talking to the fella at Fernandez, Kevin, and there was a walked past this table, and some guy there said, "Hey, Luther," and I won't make this long, but anyway, it was an old fella I know from a long time ago, and there was a couple sitting with him, and it was Kathy Hunsaker and her husband, and he said, well, he said, "You still doing music?" And I said, "Yes." And I said, "We're not doing as much as we can." I said, "The trouble we have right now," I said, "we can't find a bass player." And she said, "I can play bass." And so I invited her over here, and she was good right off the bat, but she's gotten where she don't even make a mistake.
She's really good. She really adds a whole lot to
She
it.
sure does.
She's like
Yeah.
the foundation of it, I would say.
Oh, wow. You hear that, Kathy?
She's the foundation of it. I mean,
Yeah,
and sometimes if she quits playing for some reason,
it's like the
it's
bottom
like
cover.
it's not all there.
It just died.
Yeah.
So she's really good.
Well,
she really
that's
is.
fantastic. So, Luther,
Yep.
John, and Kathy. Okay. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew everybody's name,
Gotcha.
so that way when they need their autographs or, signed and stuff, they're getting the
Right.
right ones.
We start charging. We're doing so many nowadays.
If I could write, it'd be nice.
All right. Well, okay. So what genre do you guys play? Is it like...
Well,
We play everything from Johnny Cash to blues to from gospel, bluegrass. We have a lot of instrumentals. A lot of them Luther wrote himself, and most of the time he'll write them and I'll name them.
yep, that's the way it works.
And we have some early rock and roll stuff, and we try to keep everything clean. Nothing disrespectful.
That's right.
Of course, try to keep some Christian influence in it. So.
We've got Kathy now. She's got a couple of songs that she sings that are really good, and we always enjoy having her do that. And which we didn't know she could sing, but she grew up in a gospel family. And, she said one time, told us to keep, when they do these churches and things, she would sleep under the pews. Why? She would people trip on me and step on me and that kind of stuff like that. So I'd sleep under the pews when she was a little girl. So, but she's been around music.
And well, I can tell you, I know for a fact because you play over at JavaJolt or on the first Saturdays of the month. This month it's the second Saturday
We'll be there
because
this
of
coming weekend.
Yep. So, but I know for a fact that you guys played well together, you and John. But when you brought Kathy in, you guys
New dynamic.
just said, "Whoo, let's do this,"
Right on you. It did. I mean, it's
So-
just, we had old Charles Gunn.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, he said, "Y'all were pretty good." He said, "But boy, when you brought her in here," he said, "Man," he said, "that's just what you needed."
Yeah.
It
It just breathed new life into it, and you guys really, I mean, well, she's that daggone good.
Yeah. You know what's really? She started off with 0 songs that we did, and I think we've got well over 60 or 70 now.
Yeah, we could play for
3 hours.
3 hours without
Without
stopping. I think.
Oh wow. Yeah, I know
Right
you
after
can play.
the other.
Yeah, I know you can play for a while. Now, is JavaJolt the only place that you play, or do you play at Fernandez, or is that
No,
kind of a?
Fernandez doesn't first of all, you don't have a stage.
Mm-hmm.
We have to shuffle tables around, get them out of the way.
Oh, okay.
You don't have plugins on the wall, so we have to run extension cords all over
Oh,
the place.
okay.
And we enjoyed playing over there. We played some old blues songs over there, and had a black family that got into it real good.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of
That's
at your
awesome.
place, we did that one time up there. Those two black women.
About a month ago, we had a real good day. We did a store opening in Louisville. It was Molly's. It's a new gas station. We played there 2 hours. Then we went to my high school reunion, Louisville Academy. And I think we played about 4 hours there. So we really had a good day. We made a little money.
Yeah, we made some money.
And it was really, nice. So
We played a little church.
Yeah, right.
Did a little church. Of course, churches are love offerings if they have it, but this church is a really small church.
So we just,
And so we just donated our time, but we had a good time.
Yeah, yeah. So, I just went totally blank on what I was gonna say. But if somebody wanted to hire you guys or whatever, is there a place that they need to go to?
They could call me or John. Or
Okay.
They could even call Kathy if they wanted to.
Okay.
We'll give you some phone numbers before you leave. Give you
Alrighty.
a card and put, it's got some phone numbers on it. And they can call us. And, we're a lot cheaper than a DJ.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
So.
and we put a little personality into it,
Yeah.
Yeah. You do have your dad jokes.
Yeah, we got
We got these jokes.
we got some really bad ones.
Yeah.
That's what makes them so good.
That's right. Not
Okay.
anybody can tell them like that.
That's right.
Yeah.
I told someone, they said, Luther said, how long you been telling jokes? I said, well, I got so many paddlings. I said, when I was in grade school, I said, for telling jokes in class, I said, I just got where I didn't tell them anymore. And, so, my mother taught at the same school I went to. I was in the 5th grade, and my mother taught 4th grade. And Mrs. Spangler, my teacher, I got in trouble. She got me up out of my chair, and we went out in the hallway, and the doors on them schools back then just had a little square window on from the hallway into the classroom. It wasn't a big open window. So she marched me down the hallway, and I'll never forget, she come up to my mother's classroom. My mother, I could see her in there teaching. She looked over there like that. She came out there, and the first thing she said when she walked out in the hall, she says, what has Luther done now? And so I got a paddling from Mrs. Spangler, and I got one from my mother. But the worst part of it was, Miss Spangler held me back 5 minutes after the bell rang. So when I went to my next class, I had to go in there, and all the other kids were seated. And they moved my desk right up next to the teacher's desk, facing the blackboard, so I couldn't see any of the students. That's where I spent the rest of the year. And when the bell would ring, this teacher would hold me back 5 minutes.
So you was in trouble.
I was in trouble. But you know who told them to do that? My mother.
Oh, wow.
But anyway.
So, now, where did you guys learn to play music?
Well, my mother bought me a Silvertone guitar from Sears when I was 13. It came RFD to my grandparents' house, and you don't have tuners like back then like you have nowadays, so I couldn't tune it up or anything. But my older sister was going to college in New York, and she was taking a music class, so she taught me how to tune it up, and I didn't know. This is an E note. I didn't know that string should be an E, not really. So
Didn't know.
So, but anyway, over the years I've progressed, and I really think for my own good, I didn't know as much about music when I was a teenager than I do now, because I think I'd have probably been a bad boy, worse than I was. So, but I really, playing with Luther has really helped me a lot. Playing at church has helped me a lot. And so I'm not completely ignorant of music, but I don't have any formal instruction, but I've done some stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Luther, how about you?
Well, when my mother got me into music when I was in the 6th grade.
Because the 5th grade was so horrible for you, apparently.
I think music was what she thought maybe that would straighten me out, and it did to a certain point. And then I got to playing, and our roadie, he's hiding back over there behind there. He's Kathy's husband. He helps us set everything up and all that stuff. And but anyway, I played cornet with the Oklahoma City Symphony Orchestra for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
And now, as far as stringed instruments, I think I traded a guy some kind of bicycle or something for an old beat-up Kent guitar, but it would play. And I played around with it and got interested in banjos, and so I bought me a 5-string banjo, and I took some lessons in Oklahoma City one time. That got me started on it, and I played pretty aggressively on the 5-string banjo till I moved to Georgia, and I couldn't find anybody to play with it. So I didn't know about Warren County then, kind of a non-musical county, but anyway, it's a great county. But so anyway, I kind of got off the 5-string, and I got to messing around with a guitar again, and then I got to playing a mandolin, got hooked up with the Lamb family in Mitchell, and then we were playing at a place called the Bistro up there, and John Mole came in there, and someone said that guy over there could play the guitar, and so I talked to John, and we kind of formed a little blues group called the Front Porch Blues Band. And we played around here and there a good bit with that, did some churches and stuff, and that's kind of my history behind all of that.
Okay.
And Kathy, she's not going to do much talking today because she's a little shy, but she was raised in a gospel family. You know, her daddy
and she can play the fiddle. I mean, she's
Yep.
really good with it, and that's something hard to play.
It is hard to play.
And she can pick out anything on a guitar just about.
Yep.
So she's really.
She's good with a tenor guitar,
She's
believe it or
really
not. She's a very musical, talented person.
And you know what? It honestly, usually the talented ones are the shy ones. Yeah, and that's their way of expressing themselves.
Well, it was really funny because Kathy sent me a little note this morning. She says, "Just remember to tell her that I don't want to be in any pictures, and you guys are doing the talking, not me." And I said, "Okay." I answered her. I said, "Okay, let me make sure I got it. You want to do all the talking, and you want to be in all the pictures." But when she got here, she wasn't laughing too much.
Oh.
So I tried to mess with her a little bit, kind of perk her up,
Kind of give her a hard time.
Yeah, I tried to give her a hard time. John usually can't do that, She'll practice a song in D or something like that, and when we get ready to play, John says, "Okay, it's C sharp, D flat," something like that. But anyway,
Okay.
that's about my end of it.
All right. And we know you're going this weekend to the coffee shop on Main Street in Warrenton. And do you have anything else booked out at the moment? Is there any festivals?
Not anything at the moment. We hadn't been but about a month. I think we did a little church, and then we did that stuff over in Louisville. And last Sunday, the church wanted me to come over and play one song. So I went over there and played one song. I wasn't going to drag them out for one song.
Right, yeah.
But a lot of people that don't know music don't understand that. They just don't understand. There's a lot too.
Yeah.
So setting up and get ready and all that kind of stuff that goes along with it. There's an awful lot to it.
Yep, there is. I was taught piano as a kid, and decided I was going to teach myself guitar 3 years ago.
Well, now for the people that's going to be watching this, we were playing over at the JavaJolt, me and John. This is before Kathy came along, and we were into one of those songs that was really going. And Miss Carden here keeps a old guitar in the store, but I looked back there. She had that guitar, boy. She was just going at it.
She's good rhythm.
Good rhythm. She was having a blast. I'm gonna tell you.
Well, today, if you can get someone to show you something, then there's all kind of aids. YouTube is, you can learn anything.
CDs,
You know,
all that
it's all,
stuff.
so.
Well, I told you guys, I feel more comfortable when the guitar's upside down.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I just.
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed, but I want to, anyway. And I think I really want to be a picker. I don't want to be a strummer.
Picker's a lot more
Be
fun.
both of them.
So,
Yeah, be both of
but
them.
anyway. Well, you want to take us out with a song?
Yeah, what y'all want to do? You want to do, what's the one we first did? What is it? Sandman?
Yeah, we're just saying, man.
And what key? G?
It was a G.
We'll take you out with Sandman.
All right.
Let me get my cheat sheet. Sometimes I need one, sometimes I don't.